Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. Today we are going to continue with the same lesson, human evolution. Yes, in the last class we had already discussed the topics, origin of humans and the different stages of human evolution. In today's class we are going to discuss three topics. The first one, early humans as food gatherers or hunter gatherers. Second, we are going to discuss about the different weapons that they have made with stones. And finally, we are going to discuss the topic of their inventions. One is the fire and the next one is about the wheel. Are you all interested? Yes, come along with me. We'll get into the class. Now, let's get started with the first topic. That is, why were our early humans called as food gatherers or hunter gatherers? Why? Yes, our ancestors led a nomadic life. What is nomadic life? They were moving from one place to another in search of food. They started moving from one place to another and they were living in caves or mountain ranges in groups. They did not live alone. They were in groups. They were living together. There were many groups of people. There were 30 to 40 people in each group. They started hunting. They started hunting many animals like pig, deer, bison, rhino, bear, etc. They hunted first for flesh and later they were searching for some other food. First of all, they were not only hunters, they became scavengers too. What are scavengers? Scavenging is nothing but feeding on or preying on the animals that are already killed by someone else. So, our ancestors preyed on the flesh of killed animals which were killed by animals like tiger, lion, etc. So now we know that they are good hunters and they are also scavengers. Later they developed the art of fishing. They started collecting the honey from the beehives. They ate the fruits from different trees. They collected the grains from the forest. They also went in search of tubers from underground, etc. This shows that they were searching food in many ways. Whichever food was available for them, they were going in search of them and having them as their food. So this was the main reason they were moving from one place to another. They were leading a nomadic life. I hope it is clear what is nomadic life. From one place to another. The movement of from one place to another is nomadic life. Since our ancestors were leading a nomadic life, they were called as food gatherers. They were moving only because they wanted food, right? Yes. Next, they slowly developed the art of hunting, isn't it? So they not only took the flesh from the animals, they also used their skins. They used the skin of animals to cover their body. Apart from that, from the plants, they took the bark of plants and they used the dry leaves to cover their body to keep themselves warm and protect them during winter season. So they thought that now hunting is very important for them for the need of food and clothing. They became good hunters. Yes, children. Now let us get into the second topic of today's learning, that is the stone tools. As slowly and gradually our ancestors developed the art of hunting, they were well skilled in that. They realized and understood that they weren't able to kill big animals with just stones and sticks. So they wanted to make different types of weapons that were sharp. They chose the best stones to make weapons. The best stone that they found was the Chikimuki Kal or the flint stone. But why did they choose this stone? It is because this stone is well known for its strength and durability. They started making weapons out of these stones and fitted them with woods to grip them. Axes were the best example of stone tools. Axes were used for many purposes like cutting the trees, removing the barks, digging pits, hunting animals, removing the skin of animals. But our early humans, our ancestors, did not stop with just making stone tools. Again, with the help of stones, they extended their discovery yet. Yes. Finally, now let us learn how did the early humans invent fire and wheel. At first, humans were afraid of fire and lightning that occurred naturally. But to their surprise, they found that the flesh of animals killed by fire and lightning was soft and yummy. This helped the early humans to learn the effect of fire. So again, they used the same best stone, the flint stone, to make fire, and they were successful in making it. Thus, fire was helpful to man to cook food, to create light during night, and protect themselves from predators. What are predators? The dangerous animals around them are called the predators. They were preying on them. So this became the very important invention of man then. But again, they never stopped with this invention as always. Yes, their next invention became the mother of all other inventions. For this, our ancestors used their brain and their cognitive skills. Yes, it was the invention of wheel. It was the invention of wheel. This wheel was considered as the foremost invention of humans. If you think back, what would have happened? What led to the invention of wheel? Yes, a man would have seen the rolling stones from the mountain. This would have probably made them to think about creating wheels. Yes, that's how the wheels were invented. From the wheels, man learned the art of making pots with the help of these wheels. These pots were made even more stronger with the help of the earlier invention, that is the fire. The pots that were made were put into fire and burnt. They became more stronger. Those pots were used for storing food for future use. Later, they started to make the pots more colorful by decorating them. They used the natural dyes, that is the extracts from the plants, parts of the plants like roots, barks, leaves, etc. Now, we shall quickly recap what we have learned in this session. Yes, firstly, we had learned how and why were our ancestors called as the hunter-gatherers or food gatherers. Secondly, we learned how did they make the stone tools. And finally, we learned about the invention of fire and wheel. Isn't it? I hope this session was clear and you understood very well. Yes, it's your time, activity time. Here you have an interesting activity that you are going to enjoy. For that, you have to listen to my instructions. You are going to prepare an album. You are going to collect the pictures of the different uses of wheels in ancient period, not now, in ancient period. That is, you are going to find out how was the wheel helpful in different ways for the early humans. Collect the pictures related to this topic, paste it in your album and make it more colorful. Enjoy it, children. Thank you.